point out one verse. There's one point that I was just going to quote it later, but I found the verse. I'm going to read it. Isaiah 36 and verse 21. But they held their peace and answered him not a word. They held their peace and answered him not a word. This intimidation was intended to shatter the confidence. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence with great recompense of reward. But Hezekiah had instructed the people not to be baited. Remember, Jesus stood before Pilate, and it says he responded not, or he answered not a word. There is a time to be silent, to wait, to have no response. There's a time for every purpose under heaven. So there's a time to respond immediately, but there's also a time to be silent. It says they held their peace, they answered him not a word, and it says that Hezekiah spread. Let me just read again to verse 1. He covered himself with sackcloth and went into the house of the Lord. Another place it says that he spread the letter before the Lord. And when we have troubles, we have difficulties, we need to spread them before the Lord. First, he buckled under. Then he considered an ally, maybe Egypt or some other reinforcements. And then he went to Isaiah, and that was a good thing to do. If you're not sure, go to a godly brother, go to someone who you trust. But your circumstances are your own. And a godly person, when they respond, they're going to respond according to what they know of the situation. And there's things that transpire in individual lives that are very unique to the individual. And so they may give you a general principle. And Isaiah had a divine response. We have 10 verses from it. But it was when Hezekiah spread it before the Lord. That was the real blessing. So again, to review, the will needs to be engaged, the affections need to be engaged. We need to have confidence, and then there's spiritual disciplines. And sadly, that's the area where he maybe failed most particularly.